Good morning, class. My name is Mr. Brown, and my pronouns are he, him, his. Please write the name and pronouns you would like the class to use to refer to you on your name tag. Why do you want us to write down our pronouns? Isn't it obvious? Good question. I don't want to assume anyone's gender identity, and writing the name and pronouns you would like the class to use allows each of us to communicate how we'd like to be referred to. What is gender identity?
Gender identity is your inner sense of who you are in terms of gender. I identify as female and use she, her, hers pronouns.
I see. So gender identity is just my sex?
No. Gender identity is identified by you. Sex is assigned medically at birth, usually by a doctor. I am cisgender, meaning my gender identity, female, is consistent with the sex I was medically assigned at birth.
Yeah, and I identify as transgender, which means my gender identity is different than the sex I was assigned when I was born.
Thank you all for sharing your questions, knowledge, experiences. I hope we can continue to learn from each other and create an inclusive classroom where we can all feel respected.
Let's learn more about gender identity. Sex is a medically constructed categorization. Sex is often assigned in ultrasound or at birth. Gender identity is a sense of oneself as transgender, genderqueer, woman, man, or some other identity, which may or may not correspond with the sex and gender one is assigned at birth. Gender expression refers to how one expresses oneself in terms of dress and/or behaviors. Society may categorize these expressions as, quote, masculine, feminine, or androgynous. Individuals may embody their gender in a multitude of ways and have terms beyond these to name their gender expressions. Cisgender, a gender identity that society deems to match a person's assigned sex at birth. Transgender, a gender identity used when one's internal knowledge of gender is different from conventional or cultural expectations based on the sex that person was assigned at birth. Transgender is also used as an umbrella term to describe someone who identifies as a gender other than woman or man, such as non-binary, genderqueer, or some other gender identity. Genderqueer, a person whose gender identity and/or gender expression falls outside of the dominant societal norm for their assigned sex or some combination of them. Non-binary, a gender identity and experience that does not fall within the male-female gender binary. Gender pronouns, words used to refer to someone in the third person. Examples include she, her, hers, they, them, theirs, sie, zim, zir, he, him, his. Our WTCS community is diverse in gender identities. We can support our students, colleagues, and community members with various gender identities by educating ourselves on the experiences and perspectives of people with a range of gender identities, and demonstrating respect by referring to people with the names and pronouns they indicate, even if we don't understand. Specific strategies for creating inclusive spaces with regards to gender identity will be discussed in the second video of this two-part series. For additional resources on gender identity, please visit the UC Davis LGBTQIA Resource Center website, https://lgbtqia.ucdavis.edu/educated.